Oh, absolutely. I think men feel definitely that there are certain places that women still to this day cannot feel comfortable in. And then really on the opposite end, women don't feel comfortable with men in certain roles too. So I think that's just gonna be the way it's gonna be forever.
I might be a little biased in my opinion, but I think women have more diversity in their gender roles, where men are still a little bit more stagnant with their gender roles.
When it comes to dating, you know, who pays, who picks up the tab and things like that. Women, do you cook, do you clean, those type of things. So yeah, still relevant.
As far as men opening the door, women cooking, you know, cleaning, even though those roles can very well change, you know, it's still prevalent today.
Even though we keep trying to act like there are not gender roles, I do think that society has a way. And matter of fact, even I think a little bit you know, because on Friday I expect for my husband to take the trash out.
Totally agree. I know there is, because just even trying to get them to take out the trash is something, it's an expectation that a wife's supposed to come home, cook, clean, do all that. So yes, this is a gender role for sure.
I think men should still take out the trash, though women should still cook, but I think it's okay to share the responsibility.
Yes, I do believe there are still gender roles in today's society. I believe that mothers are still very gentle, nurturing, which is what I believe we were created to be. And I believe fathers are still stern. Fathers that are present are still stern. They're very firm with their children and they are leaders, which is the example that males and females need to follow.
For your safety, you kind of like meet up at coffee shops or something like that, or mutual places. Sometimes it can still be a little bit old-fashioned, dinner and a movie, so.
I can go on what my friends say, and they don't seem to care for the dating scene, so, but you know, I honestly don't know.
It's not all about, okay, I know her name and let's jump into bed together. I think that you should still go down that road of let's go out to eat. After so many dates, then you see what's the next level after that. If you ask women in general, I think it's opportunity. If you ask me specifically, I think dating is an opportunity to get data, to gather information about someone that you might be interested in taking a relationship to a different level.
Just what it is, dating. Going out, hanging out, getting to know one another.
The boy or the guy coming to pick them up like a little chariot, open up the door, you know, do all that little special. But it's like a level of expectation that comes from that dating too.
Invite me to dinner, invite me for a walk, invite me to come ride and conversate with you.
I think dating should be where the gentleman comes to the house and picks up the lady, that he opens the door for her as she leaves the house, gets to the car, gets in the car, he opens the door for her when she gets out, and definitely he picks up the bill at the restaurant or the movies or whatever theater they go to.
Single friends in their 20s and 30s and 40s, no, none of them like are rushing to get married. Even my single friends like in their 40s, nobody rushing to get married. And I think because everybody realizes how hard being married is.
Because we mature there, the man still knows that he has to come in, settle down. This is his one woman for the rest of his life. And I think that's the thing that men are more hesitant with, that they really have to know that they're ready to settle down. And women are a little more mature than men.
If you are older and you're dating somebody, you don't want to wait 5 years to date that person. It does feel like a rush, but it really isn't. If you get to know that person, it doesn't take that long.
And if I'm going to commit in a relationship, then it needs to be something that's going to come at the end.
Not for me.
Nowadays, I don't think so. there used to be a lot of pressure back in the day, but because of society standards are now it's like there's no rush. I'm ready when I'm ready. So
we have an internal clock where we feel like we should be at a certain place in life by a certain age. And we take that into a relationship and we put a time frame on the actual interaction and what we want to be the final or the finish line before we get to the starting line.
Men think that women are the only ones that have a clock. And I think they need to check out that they have a clock as well.
Lack of communication. A lot of men don't keep it real. Just tell me what you think and tell me how you feel. You would be surprised at what a woman is willing to do or work with. So
it's being a mama's boy, that they have to depend on their mother for everything they need. And to be 30, 40 years old and still living in your mama's house, no.
When you try to tell me what's best for me and when you try to think for me and tell me what I should do and then expect me to do it, that's my pet peeve. A good 3 times a week is minimum.
It depends on the individual woman and what time of the month it is, because that varies according to your cycle. And number 2 is that depends on how excited you are about your husband.
I think a lot of times we want the same things. It's just the way that we go about getting those things is the biggest difference. But at the end of the day, we all want the same,
I really wish they just understand how our communication, how to communicate well with us.
I really wish men would know how delicate we are. We are feminine creatures who live on emotions. No matter how strong our roles are, we still want to be just loved and hugged.
We have feelings. We want to be heard, and we want to be considered.
They will understand that we are complex individuals. And so the way I feel today may not be the way I feel tonight. And the way I feel tonight might no ways be the way I feel
that's good.
Next week.
I wish men would understand that we are simply complicated. That if you understand our needs and the way that how we communicate in our language, we've got something that we can build upon.
I wish that men would understand that we are not their mothers, first. And secondly, that we want to be respected. We want to be treated better than they would treat themselves.
Most men consider women to just be so emotional and wrapped in our feelings, where sometimes we can put those feelings to the side and deal with the situation.
I think it's an opportunity for a woman to find herself and to define who she is. And just as I am not my hair, I am not my eyebrows either.
It's a way to enhance the features that we already have. And maybe some girls can't grow brows and they need to fill them in a little bit. So
I like that too. I think women love the look to make them personally feel better.
The makeup, is just the way how we define ourselves, I think that's the way how we look and how we beautify.
I love me some makeup. It got nothing to do with no man. I like how I look in makeup.
Myself, I don't wear a lot of makeup, so I think that women should show their natural beauty, and you don't really need all that makeup.
I agree with the question with what is it with it. I am still conventional. I like makeup. I do wear makeup, but I think the eyebrows can be a little too much.
Because I'm in the beauty industry, I can see both sides. As for a male, I believe they see the visual, which is a lot of extra, which I agree sometimes is way too much.
Both and. So I definitely want you to listen and hear me out. But after listening to me, let's come up with a solution. I like solutions.
We want men to definitely listen to what we're saying, and as a male factor, we're looking at you to help us. So we'd like for you to give us a solution.
Sometimes it depends on the situation. I might need a little feedback. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but for the most part, just listen to me.
I want both.
I want both. I want you to provide and love me all at the same time.
If not real close together.
Both? Both.
He has to be my priest, provider, and protector. I gotta have it all.
In a perfect world, I need both. In a perfect world, I need both. Not that you have to make more money than me, but I need you to bring something to the table.
I feel like you can't have one without the other. You know, if you just have a provider, he doesn't bring the love. You're still lacking in that aspect. So you need both.
I want a man to do both, but I guarantee you, if a man is loving to you, he will become your provider.
And I look at it the opposite way. I love a man who can provide. So I think it's both ways. I need to tell the whole story so you can get how I really feel.
It's who I am. It's who I am.
I don't know. Not only do I have to tell the whole story, I got to tell it about 4 different ways to make sure he understands what I said.
Because I need you to feel me, hear me, and understand me. So it is a lot from A to Z, and I want you to get all of it.
I'm actually very direct, so I get straight to the point.
So I need you to give me my space by giving me the time to share. Then you respond.
So I want you to know, I want to hear that you're listening to me and understand each sentence that I'm saying.
It's important things that we're saying. You should hold on to every word because they are all very important.
I'm LaSonya Burnett, the owner of Just Us Hair Salon, located at 19763 Torrance Avenue, Linwood, Illinois. Here in the salon, we offer multiple hair services as well as spa services. Currently, we're offering 20% off to new clients. You can contact us at www.vagaro.com/JESUS Hair Salon, or you can call the salon, 708-251-5358. We look forward to servicing you soon. Be blessed.